All right, so you guys have been asking and asking and asking for my in-game settings, so here they are. So today I'll be going over my in-game settings, some simple Windows optimizations for Siege and Windows itself, and the juice of all juice, my NVIDIA control panel settings. So if you want your game looking like this, and running like this, stick around for everything because you'll have better frames, better latency, and a better looking game by the end of it. So let's get straight into it. All right, settings. Here we go. General settings. You guys can pause whatever if you guys want anything here. Nothing much to see here. That's that. Onto HUD. Once again, you can pause whatever you want, go back, copy them, up to you. Health off. I have general reminders off. Team outlines off, and team username off, and operator guides off. So that's everything in HUD. Onto audio, everything in English, subtitles off, master volumes on 87, music volume on 0. Highly recommend you turn off music volume. Dialogue volumes on 40. Dynamic range is on TV. Voice chat volume 77. Mute on whatever that is. I don't know. I have it on. Push to talk. And voice chat. Yeah, whatever. Resolution 1920 by 1080. That's my monitor's native resolution. Full screen on display mode. You always want to run full screen for lowest latency. Refresh rate is 240 Hertz. That's my highest refresh rate. Always run your highest refresh rate. Onto aspect ratio. I run 1610. It's my favorite. I've been using it my entire life. Recommend it. VSync is off. FPS limit off. Widescreen letterbox off. Field of view is on 90. Change it to whatever you want. It's really personal preference, but I prefer 90. HUD display areas on 82. Menu display areas on 85. And my brightness is at 70. Onto graphics, if you have a NVIDIA GPU, you will have this setting, and I highly recommend you turn it on plus boost. That's for the best latency. Latency, flash, and whatever that is off. So for texture quality, if you guys want a better looking picture, go for ultra, go for very high. Up to you. If you have a good computer, go for that. But I highly recommend you turn this on medium because it'll look all right. You can even turn it on low. It's up to you. But I highly recommend you put it on medium just for frames, and yeah, it looks just fine. Texture filtering on linear, LOD quality on ultra. This is like for level of detail at like distances, whatever you want that on the highest. Shading quality is on low. Now here's shadow quality. So you're gonna want to put this on medium. You don't want it any higher than medium, and you don't want it on low because when you put it on low, it turns off shadows and dynamic shadows, whatever. You want shadows on because when an enemy is peeking a doorway, most of the time, if there's lighting, whatever, you'll be able to see their shadow, and you want that on. It'll definitely give you a big advantage. So turn on shadow quality, turn on medium. So onto reflection quality, put that on low. VFX quality, put that on low. Ambient occlusion, put that on off. Lens effects, put that on off. Zoom in depth of field on off. NVIDIA DLSS on off. Anti-aliasing off, but you can run TAA if you want and you struggle with frames. You can mess around with these variables. Go for it. Controls, raw input, I have on. It used to be really buggy and I used to run it off all the time. It really is up to you, but it feels pretty good. Mouse looking version, don't use that, disabled. My mouse sensitivity, so I'm running 1212 on 400 DPI right now. I usually run 1111, but I'm just testing it. I'm going a little higher. I might go a little lower if you want. And for mouse ADS sensitivity, here's everything. You can pause, copy them if you want. That's that. Mouse scroll, I have disabled. You don't want to be using mouse scroll to change your weapons. I highly recommend you disable that, especially if you have a sensitive mouse wheel like I do. I use a final mouse and they are known to have really sensitive mouse wheels. So I'll be in a gunfight and I'll like grip my mouse a little too hard and it'll just switch my weapons. So you don't want that. I use my 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys for like using my abilities and using my guns. Highly recommend you start doing that. It's definitely faster, and yeah. And that's how Szyma got banned, is because he uses 4 for his like Habanas. If you just fun fact of the day, all right. If you didn't know this, you gotta know. Szyma would spam 4 so his Habana pellets would like go off faster than normal. So there you go, competitive advantage. And he spammed it so fast that they thought it was a macro. So that's how he got banned. Gadget deployment, put that on advanced. Drone deployment, also put that on advanced. Aim, put on hold. Lean, toggle. Sprint on hold. crouch is on toggle, prone is on hold, and walk is on hold. Water break. Onto my keybinds. So once again, you guys can go back or pause whenever screenshot. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. And yeah, that should be everything. Observation tools, doesn't matter. Spectator cam, doesn't matter, so yeah. And I do not use a controller, so we'll be going on to privacy, nothing in privacy. Accessibility, optic color is on green with 100 opacity. Screen shake intensity, turn that off. You don't want that on. It'll definitely be annoying unless you're a role player. Team color, my team color is on blue, opposing team color is on orange, and nothing here. So yeah, that should be everything for in-game settings. And I will see you guys on my desktop where we will be doing some Windows optimizations, some mouse tweaking, and going over drivers and basically the most important parts. So see you there. All right, so now that we're on our desktop, we're gonna wanna do a few Windows optimizations, just some simple ones, nothing too crazy that should help you and give you a performance boost. And we will be starting with Rainbow Six itself and going to the actual file and disabling some settings. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to your File Explorer and locate your Ubisoft file. So for me, that's in local C drive, program files, Ubisoft, and go to your Ubisoft game launcher, scroll down, look for games, click on games, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and then you're gonna wanna scroll down all the way until you find your Rainbow Six Siege file. I use Vulkan, so I'm gonna be clicking on Vulkan, go to properties, go to compatibility, and check this box. Disable full screen optimizations, you want that checked. It won't be checked, check that. Then click on change high DPI settings. Then click this overwrite high DPI scaling behavior. You're gonna wanna check that. Press OK, apply, and OK. And that is that. So next up, we're gonna wanna go to our taskbar and search up game mode. We're gonna be turning on game mode. So game mode settings, here it is, and make sure this is on. It does exactly what it says it does. Windows optimizes your PC for gaming. That's that. Next, we're gonna wanna go back to our taskbar and search up Xbox Game Bar and turn this off. You do not want this on. We're gonna go back to our taskbar once again and type in adjust until you see adjust the appearance and performance of Windows. Click on that. And just like before, you can pause or screenshot and just copy my settings, or you can turn everything off if you really want to. Next, we're gonna wanna go to our taskbar again and type in power and sleep settings. Here it is, click on this. Go to the right here, additional power settings, click on that, and turn on high performance. And the last thing we're gonna do here is optimize our mouse. So go to your taskbar and search mouse settings, click on that, and just like power settings, go to the right here and click on additional mouse options. It'll take you here, click on pointer options, and right here, this box right here, if it is checked, you're gonna wanna uncheck that. Enhance pointer precision, check this shit off. Get rid of that. That is mouse excel. You do not want that. Ew. Exit out of that. All right, and on to the juice, all right? If you have a NVIDIA GPU, this one's for you, and you're gonna want these settings. Right-click on your desktop and go to your NVIDIA control panel, all right? This right here, click on that. And we're gonna wanna go to the first tab right here, adjust image settings with preview. Now by default, this should be in the middle thing. You're just gonna wanna click the third option, slide it over to performance, and then go back to the middle option. I just do this. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if it helps anything, but just do that. Apply. Click on manage 3D settings. Now this is like where the good stuff's at. Pay attention because you're gonna want these settings. Starting with image scaling. This is what makes my game look more sharper than normal, all right? So if you've noticed that, this is why my game looks sharper. So yeah, if you want your game to look a little sharper, turn this feature on and you can mess with whatever percentage you want. I use 25%. I think that looks fine. If you want a little more, go for it. You can test with it. Turn off overlay indicator, press OK, and that's that. Now for the rest of the settings, I'm just gonna go through them. You can pause, copy them if you want. I'm just gonna go over the important settings here. So low latency mode, you're gonna wanna turn this on to ultra. That's a big one. Monitor technology, make sure this is on fixed refresh. You do not want to be running G-Sync with Siege. That's just not good. OpenGL rendering, make sure this is on your GPU. Whatever your GPU is, select that. Power management mode, prefer maximum performance. There we go. Prefer refresh rate, highest available. Texture filtering quality, put that on high performance. Vertical sync, turn this off. And 1 and off. That's everything in there. Click apply. Now go to configure surround physics. And now for you, the processor will be on auto select. Turn this onto your GPU and then click apply. It should apply the changes. And there you go. Onto change resolution, nothing much in here. Just make sure your refresh rate's on your highest and your native resolution is selected. Okay, adjust desktop color settings. Scroll down until you see digital vibrance right here and turn this up. You do not want to be playing on 50 digital vibrance. It's just all washed out and gross. If you're on 50, turn this up to like 70, 75. I recommend 70 for gaming, 75. I play on 86 because I'm just used to it and it looks nice for me. So mess around with that. Whatever looks the nicest, turn that on. All right, now the last tab we're going to be going into is set up G-Sync and make sure this is off. Like I said earlier, you don't want to be playing with G-Sync on. Now it's good for when you have like low FPS or when you're playing single player games. I'd recommend turning it on. But for Siege, you do not want this on. So make sure that's not checked. And yeah, that's everything in the control panel. Last thing I'd recommend doing is going over to your GeForce Experience or whatever software you have and updating your drivers. Always update your drivers to the latest driver available. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I managed to help you out. If I did, be sure to drop a like and sub and have a great day.